Hello there. In this video, we're just going to look at trying to memorize some lyrics to a song. I'm not really a professional singer or anything like that, but I do take singing lessons and I'm trying to get my head around the lyrics for a song. And I think the best way to try to do that is with minimal reference to the music, the sheet music, which I have in front of me. I'm going to try to remember the lyrics to the song. So the very first things to memorize here are probably the title. What is the title? I think the title is Reviewing the Situation. Who is it by? Honestly, I have no idea. I might as well pick anybody. It's like the only names I can think of are wrong, so I'm going to start by putting a wrong name. Like Bach. It just can't be Bach, right? I have to. The way my thinking works is that to practice active recall, it's more important to dedicate going to something and then seeing the difference between which you put and what the answer is. So let's start with that. Yes. Okay. So the song is called Reviewing the Situation. That was correct. Unsurprisingly, it's not by Bach. The words and music are by the same person, Lionel Bart. Good. So before we've even gotten to the lyrics, really this is just the basics of what the song is. So without looking down again, using my short-term memory here, what is the name of the song? The song's name is Reviewing the Situation. What is the, or who is the author of the song? Lionel? Is it E or A? I can't remember. We'll go with E. Lionel Bart. Okay, name of the song, Reviewing the Situation, correct. Who is the author of the song? Lionel Bart. And maybe I could even get down to like who wrote the lyrics, and that should be Lionel Bart. Who wrote the music? Also Lionel Bart. Okay, so that's kind of how my brain works. We just got those basically correct, but let's just do it once more. What is the name of the song? Reviewing the Situation. Who wrote the lyrics to the song? And that was Lionel Bart. Who wrote the sheet music? Also Lionel Bart. Now, let's check that I got that right. Reviewing the Situation is the name of the song, correct. Who wrote the lyrics to the song? Lionel Bart. That's correct. Who wrote the sheet music? Lionel Bart. Okay, those are all correct. So, getting some internal error. Okay, now to the lyrics. I think I already, like I've sung this song before. I believe it's A Man's Got a Heart, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm failing to type. I'm reviewing the situation. Maybe no comma there. Reviewing the situation. And I think that's about as much as I'm confident on, so the next part's just a complete guess. What should I guess? A man's got a heart, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. The first lyrics that come to mind are later on in the song. So I know this is again going to be one of those things where I'm just putting the wrong answer, but I insist on putting something so that I can see that I put something wrong. I must look up everyone I know. I know that that's wrong, but let's see how we did. So the first lyric is, a man's got a heart, hasn't he? Correct. I can't remember if I've got these set up. No, I don't have those little things set up. Joking apart, hasn't he? That's correct. And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint. And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint. Yep. I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. Good. That's correct. And then I'm reviewing the situation. Aha. So, just to cut to the chase here, all of this stuff up above was correct. All of it. But this piece, as I predicted, is not correct because I felt like it was a major guess on my part. Not correct. The correct part is, can a fellow be a villain all his life? Can a fellow be a villain all his life? A villain. Can a fellow be villain all his life? All the trials. And now I'm going to look away and see if I can, continue on from here. Because the next part is all the trials and tribulations. All the trials and tribulations. Nope, I don't think I remember the next part at all. So let's just go back to the beginning and see if I can recall this much. A man's got a heart, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Oh, I just saw what it was. Can I remember without looking? I can't believe this, I'm back to thinking, and I must look up everyone I know, which can't be right. All the after that, so later, is like all the trials and tribulations. But there's something in here that I'm forgetting. I just had it in front of me. Can a fellow, I got it. I swear, without even looking. Can a fellow be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulations. Okay, let's evaluate. So, a man's got a heart, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint. Yep. I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. Yep. I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fellow be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation, not shuns. All the trials and tribulation. Better settle down and give myself a wife. Okay, so that's kind of... feels like such a left turn at Albuquerque, but better settle down and get, not find, get myself a wife. Okay, I see that this is running out of, my laptop is running out of battery here, so I think we're going to have to call it quits there, and we'll be right back. I was trying to get away with one taking all of this, but laptop dying, it's gonna be something. All right, we'll be right back.